What's up, everybody? This is Samuel, and if you didn't know already, Mitt Romney won the Iowa caucus. And I have some mixed feelings about this because even though Mitt Romney isn't my candidate, I still fully support Ron Paul, and I really hope Ron Paul does win, even though it's kind of looking doubtful after Iowa. I think that Mitt Romney is still my second choice. And the reason I think he's my second choice is because I I think he's the only Republican candidate that can beat Obama, and I honestly feel that 4 more years of Obama will be the worst thing that can happen to this generation, and I think it will put us so far behind in debt that it's going to take a long, long time to get out of debt. I honestly do not trust the president. I do not think anything he's really done in office was good. Um, Even though people may argue Osama bin Laden and stuff, which is okay, but the fact that he killed, two innocent American civilians, the fact that he's still super interventionist, even worse than Bush. Um, Overall, I think he's a way worse president than Bush. It's to the point where Bush almost doesn't seem that bad, and Bush, I think, is one of the worst presidents. So Barack Obama is really far up there with the worst presidents, and I think in some aspects he's the worst president of all time. So I really think that if Mitt Romney does get the nomination, I will support Mitt Romney. But people are saying Ron Paul will run independent and shit. I really hope not, because then Obama's a guarantee to win. And like I said, I just don't think Obama is right for America in any sense or form or fashion. I think that even though Mitt Romney's not that much different than Obama, he's different enough to where he wouldn't be quite as damaging. And I think that even though people say he's a bit of a rhino and flip flopper and shit, he seems like a good president. I'm not gonna lie, he's not crazy, he's not insane, and he doesn't have retarded spending ideas. And he was a businessman, so I could see how he could be a lot more fit to run as president than Barack Obama. So I don't think he's horrible like a lot of Republicans do. I don't think that he's the worst thing on the planet like a lot of libertarians think he is. I don't think that, I just think he's an okay guy. And I think he's not amazing, but he, aside from Ron Paul, he's the best out of the bunch there. And that's because a lot of people like Chris Christie and Rand Paul and just a lot of Republican people. And, I think even Jeb Bush is waiting for the next election. So I think that if you want people like Jeb Bush running, if you don't want people like him, yeah, you might as well elect Romney and prevent them from running. I mean, I don't really like Chris Christie all that much because he just seems like so much of a fucking rhino to me. He's barely Republican. He's barely right wing at all. I mean, he's done apparently a lot of cuts to New Jersey shit, but still, I just a lot of his stances make him seem rhino-ish. Um, People also think people say right now I'm being down on Ron Paul, and the thing is that I'm not being down. I'm just being realistic. I think Romney pretty much has this in the bag. Romney just has overwhelmingly support in all the big states, and I think the only big state that Ron Paul can win is California. To be honest, I think that California and Nevada, those are the chances Ron Paul has to compete against Mitt Romney. But every other state, I think Florida, he has in the bag. It'll be a battle in Texas, simply just because Ron Paul's from Texas. But I think that Mitt Romney pretty much has it in the bag, and that's okay with me, since I would rather have Mitt Romney than fucking Rick Santorum. And I can't believe Rick Santorum got as far as he did, to be quite honest, because Rick Santorum, he is like the epitome. Like, he is everything I dislike about the mainstream Republican. Like, I have nothing against the guy personally. He seems like an okay guy. Like, he's someone you'd see, in a community center or some shit. But overall, it's just his policies are just disastrous to America as a whole, I believe. And if I had to choose between him and Barack Obama, it would honestly just be like it would be a coin toss, or I would just vote third party. Because honestly, I can't see myself supporting either one of those candidates or thinking either of those candidates would be good for this country. Because I honestly don't think either of them would be. So I hope you enjoyed this. The gameplay wasn't that great, but a lot of people want me to talk about what I feel on the Republican candidates. So a lot of people actually requested me to talk about the primary. Now we can start talking about the primary since it's actually out of its baby stages. Anyway, I hope you all have a great day and send out.